Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of DeFi projects, uncovering that valuable insight that can make all the difference in our beloved Drip network, and Drip token specifically. Today we're going to tackle a crucial topic, that secret sauce that can turn a failing project into a roaring success. So stay tuned to find out why customer retention is the key to unlocking profits. But before we dive into all of that, we have to rewind a bit and see that we know for a fact DeFi projects have taken the world by storm and have seen a lot of red in the charts as of recently as well. Most importantly, our beloved Drip has followed that similar path for about 18 months. And most of us, feel the sting of that. But that's not all doom and gloom. So what's the deal? The truth is, many projects focus solely on acquiring new investors, neglecting the old gold mine that's right under their nose, the existing investors. Think of it kind of like you're chasing new friends but neglecting your old ones. Old friends are there for a reason. They've been with you through the thick and the thin, and typically will have your back going forward. They are the real MVPs we need to address. That is what customer retention is all about. So by re-engaging with previous investors, this creates a ripple effect. They've already shown trust in your project, and they're more likely to reinvest again when they see positive sentiment. Now, don't just take my word for it. Let's look at some real world examples, because I'm sure you're still not convinced. So let's look at companies that have reaped the rewards of prioritizing retention over acquisition. Let's take a look at Starbucks. The coffee giant knows a thing or two about building lasting relationships. They've invested in a loyalty program and personalized experiences, which have led to a whopping 80% of their revenue coming from repeat customers. Read this book by Howard Schultz, Onward and Upward. It is amazing to find out how he did this with the company and left. As other CEOs do, he left and came back and turned this thing back around by putting focus on customer retention and quality. Next up, we have Amazon's Prime example, pun intended, to showcase the power of retention. Their subscription-based model encourages customer loyalty, with Prime members spending nearly twice as much as non-members. They focused on removing the obstacles by minimizing the amount of customer complaints and having a service desk, and then just adding more and more ways to expedite service, and then making it easier for repeat customers to repeat and re-engage over and over and over again. And lastly, let's move over to a software giant, Adobe. They shifted its focus from one-time sales to subscription models with Creative Cloud. This shift led to a significant revenue boost, as the continuous value offered kept customers coming back for more. So the principle remains the same, whether it's coffee, e-commerce, or software, and it holds true for our beloved Drip. By reigniting the interest of previous investors, we provide updates and new features, offering rewards and other things of that nature can turn things around for our project. And I bring that up because there is a group trying to do exactly that. Now, I don't know who this group is. I'm not in it, but their efforts that they're trying to do are very interesting. And shouts out to Mystify. He mentioned this as well, and this was sent to me. I didn't cover it because I'm not sure who's in it and what the deal is, but it sounds like a positive effort nonetheless. So this says massive Drip price increase, protectors of the Drip circulation. So I believe this is actually a Telegram channel, protectors of the Drip. And this is the supply action plan. So option 1, they want to get 1,000 hardcore drippers to invest $400 at a scheduled date and time to purchase Drip directly off the native DEX. Option 2, 2,000 hardcore drippers to invest $2,000 for the same thing. Target, they want to wipe out 8 million Drip from the native DEX. Each hardcore dripper pledges to deposit all purchased Drip directly into the tax vault and Triple D prize pool. This will be voted by the group on a percentage between 80% tax vault and 20% prize pool. So it sounds like this is individualized, but you're pledging to do so. So nobody's controlling it. It's all independent, which is pretty cool. Once option 1 or 2 is met, we have all drippers on board and ready to moonshot. We will then buy and deposit all drip tokens on a predetermined date and time. This will wipe out the native supply, instantly giving us full control to tip the scales. On the other side, we will have all the leverage on stuffing the tax vault and the ability to send a huge shockwave of price increase and a solid statement of our resilience in the space. Drip is king. That was strategy A. Strategy B, if we don't meet the required amount of hardcore drippers, then we will divide the number of drippers into 6 groups and determine by vote the intervals of capital injection to raise price slowly and reignite positive sentiment and buy pressure. Voting will be determined once per day, once every 6 hours, different things. Mission complete, regroup, and repeat strategies until all liquid drip is under control. So this is very, very interesting, to say the least. Now, I don't know what the efforts are on this, where they're at, or any of that stuff, but it was mentioned in my comments, and then Mystify mentioned it as well on his channel. And again, I'm not in control of it. I think even when someone mentioned my name, the person who mentioned me was kicked out. So this is still an issue that the community needs to get off their high horse and realize that there are other ways to support drip rather than just being underneath one person's thumb. You should be willing to listen to all sides of the argument, because there are drippers across an entire spectrum, and silencing one side over the other is what got us to where we are now. But that's neither here nor there. And I don't care if I'm a part of this or not, but I will bring light to it because I think it's a positive initiative. But whoever's in charge of this, if they think that they can rally the community by keeping it split, it's just a bad move, in my opinion. You should try to bring everyone together, and no idea is a bad idea, and get everyone to work together positively for the community. I have only shed light on Ray and his negative behavior, as well as some of the other influencers and their negative behavior, but I still support drip in the community. But I will not support content creators that dump on the community. That should go without question, that none of us should support that. And we should all band together to make sure that doesn't happen. And shouts out to Mystify for mentioning this, because I don't know what that would entail in buying this liquid drip, but getting the community to support and get behind and understand the mechanics of team drip, so that we can actually get the community in charge, so to speak. So stop jumping underneath bad actors that are just dumping drip on top of you, and instead take control of your own wallet and either join Team Drip, which has just an automatic not round robin, but automatic new referral leader being pushed on the UI that he has, or get people to create their own wallets underneath the dev wallet, whatever the case may be. The point is, if we do this big push to clean out all of this liquid drip, people need to be educated to not go back into these crappy team leaders and stop just looking for handouts of a couple airdrops, because the philanthropy is what actually got us into this in the first place, that over leverage. So instead, because we won't be able to change the actual referral rewards, that requires Forex's intervention, but this can be 100% community driven, and I believe it needs to go hand in hand with, I'm not going to call it positive drip behavior, but let's call it sustainable drip behavior. Sustainable means each person has their own amount of leverage and they're not giving anyone else extra leverage. That's real plain and simple. So shouts out to whoever this team is for putting this together, and hopefully they do take information and insight from other people and not just the echo chamber, because there are millions of dollars in the drip ecosystem, and there are, as I mentioned, tons of people on the sidelines that came in from other content creators, even though, like Jonathan Seller, for example, brought in thousands of people, and he could be someone to reach out to if people would just get out of their own way and get out of their ego and be willing to mend the bridge and discuss all these issues that got us here, and not just sweep them under the rug. Bring them up, have a chat, get everybody on the same page, swallow the pride, shake hands, sing kumbaya, and move forward. It's really not that difficult, but only true leaders will step up and accept that, and other ones will just gaslight and ignore it. So at least you'll know, based off of their actions, who really supports drip and who doesn't, because there's only one path forward, and that is through mediation and restoration. And people that slap the hand away when you're reaching out and extending the olive branch lets you know their true character. That's all you need to know. All right, that's all I got. Hope that provides some value. And if it did, smash that HBO special. Help a brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.